Okay.
You know, and I think that's why we have a problem. You know, when you speak about road accidents, you know, it's the same thing. We put up a black spot on a road because many accidents happen there without finding out, well, actually, why do they happen? What can we do to fix these things so accidents don't happen? We just keep reporting that they keep happening.
They keep happening.
You know.
Final comment before I come to Aaron on a different issue.
Yes. I wanted to say, alongside precisely what you're saying, because I think you are very right. I would like to point out seriously that, especially to the media owners, one thing that the media owners must do is to invest in capacity building, in journalists and the quality of journalism. Because, you know, this is my observation, I could be wrong, but I think I'm largely right. If you look at most of the sports that personally have gone around the country, you find that most of the coverage, sometimes you can have coverage in, for example, a place like Narok, but what you have in Narok is a cameraman. But you don't have a proper trained journalist who can be able to go down deep into the issues, just like you're saying, and report, you know, real issues in context, and then merge it with what you see on camera.
Yeah.
And so unless the media owners themselves invest in quality journalism, such that stories are brought out in content and contect, and then merged with what is covered on camera, then that would be
a very quick thing I might say, because we've got a legislator here as well, put it to him, that it's not just, I mean, in Kenya we've got, I mean, the large bit or the larger percentage of our media is privately owned. That's just true. But we do have state media. And we need to be thinking about the devolved process and how we can devolve press so that the conversations that are had at local issues are not overwhelmed by the national conversation. Because right now, everybody is focused on what makes news nationally. You know, there's lots of things happening within the counties that are now reported because you don't have county-based media to arbitrate and mediate these conversations.
Okay.
So as legislators, I would think you'll be considering, because this is a national interest thing, you know, how do we encourage the growth of local of media within the counties, and then also how do we devolve huge entities like KBC and have also counties having their own media operations, you know, that can report independently of county governments what is going on in the counties.
And maybe before even, you know, thinking about that, sprucing up KBC in itself, maybe to be a good place to start.